Hello, my dear students. I am Pratibha Diya from the English Lux, and today we will discuss a chapter for student of class 10, First Flight Book, chapter number 1, A Letter to God, written by G.L. Fuentes. In this video, we will discuss introduction, characters, story, theme, and many more things. Outline of our video is objectives and theme, introduction, characters, story, and moral. Let's start. Students, first of all, I am going to tell you about the author of the story, A Letter to God. Name of the author is Gregorio Lopez y Fuentes. He was a Mexican novelist, poet, and journalist. He was one of the leading chroniclers of the Mexican Revolution. In his youth, he spent much time in his father's general store, where he met many farmers and laborers of the region, whose lives he describes with deep insight. His stories are seen as exciting, humorous, and symbolic of Mexico. A realist, many of his works concern the oppression of Native Americans. Objectives of this story are to make students understand the importance of faith, to make students believe that faith can move mountains, to develop such a faith in students to develop confidence in them, to encourage students to develop faith in them. Theme of the story is it signifies Lancho's unquestionable faith in God. It signifies the innocence of the farmer when he decides to write a letter to God. Lastly, it signifies that not all the good deeds lead to a positive reward and appreciation. Introduction of the story. The story begins with Lencho hoping for rains so that his crops would give better yield. The raindrops came but are followed by devastating hailstorms. Thinking that God will surely help him, he decides to write a letter to God. The post office staff decides to help the farmer. In the end, he questions the honesty and modesty of the postmaster, who actually helped him with money in the name of God. Characters of the story are Lencho, a farmer, a woman, wife of Lencho, a postman, a postmaster, employees of post office. So let's start with the main character of the story, and he is Lancho. And he was a farmer. He lived on the top of a hill. He cultivated corn. The only thing the crop needed was a small shower. We can also see a lady who was Lancho's wife, and she was busy preparing supper. She then called the older boys working in the field for dinner. She also called the younger boys who were playing near the house for dinner. As Lencho prayed for rain, so maybe his prayer that about to be fulfilled, and all of a sudden, huge mountains of cloud approached from the northeast. The air was fresh and sweet. He was so much excited that out of the happiness he described raindrops as new coins. He considered big drops as 10 cents and the smaller ones as 5 cents. Lencho was fully satisfied. He went out to feel the drops on his body. Lencho, who was very much satisfied after a good rain, since his field was once again gloomy, lively, and we can also see that it was covered with curtain of rain. But there was a tragedy. And what was the tragedy? Hailstones. But there was a mishappening, and that was a strong rain began to blow with hailstorms for an hour. And just imagine the hailstorm and the rain taking place for an hour means everything was covered with white hailstones, and the field looks as if it was covered with salt. The hailstone is described as frozen pearls, and hail has left nothing. Can you imagine rain, strong wind, and hailstones falling for one continuously hour? It had a devastating effect. Due to hailstones, not a leaf, flowers remained on the tree. Even the field was completely covered in white. All the corn crop was destroyed. Lenjo thought that a plague of locusts would have left more than this. He also thought that they will go hungry that year, and also there will be no seed for the next crop. He was very sad, and out of sadness he was not able to say anything. But he gave a reel of hope to his wife and to his sons. He this say to them that is okay, because we would obviously get help from God. He is the only Savior who would obviously help us. He also said that no one dies because of hunger. Even the field was completely covered in white. All the corn crop was destroyed. He thought that they will go hungry that year. Also, there will be no seed for the next crop. He had complete trust in God. Now let's see what happens and what does he do next. In order to give help from God, what did he do? Next Sunday, he began to write a letter. That means a letter to God. And this was his first letter. He described the complete situation and what all happened to the crop. He asked for 100 pesos from God so that he can survive along with his family for 1 year and buy the seeds to sow the crops for next year. He wrote to God on envelope and affixed a stamp on it. He dropped the letter in the mailbox. How much faith he had that he had really written a letter to God, and he had also posted it. So let's see whether he got reply or not. Does God really help him in problem, or does God really send him the 100 pesos that he wanted? Now the letter was in the mailbox, and it was picked up by the postman, who used to help in the post office in order to transport the letter from one place to another. Now, when this postman saw the letter with the address God, he was really very shocked, since he had never seen such an address in his whole lifetime. He laughed heartily after seeing the letter, and he went to the postmaster. He showed him the letter. The postmaster was quite a friendly and pleasant man. He too broke out laughing, however, soon became serious. He was astonished to see the faith sender has in the God. He decided to answer the letter. He wished he too had such faith in God. He did not want Lencho to lose faith in God. He decided to answer the letter, and in order to answer the letter, he wanted to collect the money. He started collecting money from his employees, his friends, and he himself for an act of charity. He collected 70 pesos. He put money in an envelope. He wrote God on the envelope and sent it. Lencho wrote the letter to God the first Sunday, and other Sunday he went to the post office in order to see whether God had replied his letter, and after a time he saw a postman coming to him, and when he came he handed a letter to him. Postmaster, in order to see his reaction after getting the letter, he was sitting in his office, and he saw Lencho was not surprised, as he had firm, unshaken faith in God. He was not surprised at first because he knew that he would get the reply from God. After counting the money, he was very angry as it was only 70 pesos. He thought that God will never made a mistake. As you know, Lencho was in a very angry mood. In order to write second letter to God, he went up to the window, asked for a paper and ink, put the paper on the writing table and wrote the letter. He wrote the letter that he got only 70 pesos. He wanted the rest 30 pesos and he believed that God will never made a mistake, asked for the remaining money. And he also advised God not to send money through mail as employees here are cheats. He called the post office employees bunch of crooks. Postmaster became curious to know what was written in his second letter, went to the mailbox and read the letter. Just imagine what had happened later. So, thus we can also say that this story is an open ending story and we can continue the story and we can think and imagine about what had happened later till this is the end of the chapter. So the chapter we read just now has a very important moral lesson, that is, have faith in God, for He would always help us in any possible way. So we learned that faith has the power to give us what we want to fulfill our needs. However, one must realize that humanity still prevails. Though Lencho was not directly helped by the God, but maybe God has sent his messengers or his help through post office employees, for which he got 70 pesos. So when we have complete faith in God, we would obviously be helped. So this is the thing we can see in this chapter. I hope you understood the whole chapter very well. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it will be useful to you. Make sure if you have any suggestion and comments, feel free to write in the comment section, and for more videos, like and subscribe my channel The English Slugs, your key to English, and don't forget to hit the bell icon.